Hello and welcome back to another Niklaus Gaming video. In today's video, we're going to go over all of the mistakes that I made in the beginning of the game. Obviously, I'm not super far ahead or anything like that. We are only on, oh my gosh, I keep clicking the wrong thing every single time. I'm only on day 16 of my account, but I have been reading almost every single comment that I can between all of the videos, and this is kind of everything that I did wrong in the beginning. So, I'm going to start off with something that is wrong but not wrong at the same time, and that is just how much I pushed in the beginning. So I don't know if you remember, but I ended up pushing quite a bit of power. I think I hit 7 or 8 million within the first day or two. I know that I was just kind of going off on Chisco's live stream and this, really trying to assert dominance, which I know was really good early game. Well, for most of the stuff that I can think of anyway. But I mean, I don't know. Personally, I think it's one of the best things to do. Other people might not, considering the fact that we do have the Hall of Chief events that opens up, I think, on like day 7 or something really early like that. So even if I saved a little bit more, I probably could have really blown everything out of the water, but I just didn't feel the need to do that. I wanted to just get in and really go on the Alliance stuff as quick as I can. One of the second big things that I did wrong is not utilizing the Chief's house when I was using and building as fast as I did. I mean, double time is right here, 20% for 5 minutes. That is incredible. If we have enough players online to really get those helps, typically I go as long as I have half. I don't mind using my speed ups. I mean, obviously 40 helps is a lot, and it's kind of hard to get as fast as I would like early game, or not early game, I guess on like week 1.5, week 2, where people aren't always on 24/7 and not trying to just do stuff, because obviously the upgrades and everything take a really long time at this point. So let's just keep going in here. Why not? I might be able to do something else. So obviously I wasted a whole bunch of speeds right in the beginning of that. Another massive thing I did was I wasted a lot of, I'm going to say a lot of my own time on it, kind of pushing the wrong heroes up, and I did not utilize the hero hall any quicker than now. Obviously, the last video I did, just kind of reviewing everything, I did end up fixing it, so every single hero right now is at level 69, but I just never really did it. I hated it, I didn't understand it, but now that I have it, I totally figured it out, and it's definitely worth utilizing this if you are able to. Another big thing for the spending wise is I spent on the wrong thing a couple times. So one thing I will say is some of these regular packs, definitely not worth it. If I could redo it, I would not have spent at all on Molly. I think I ended up spending like $300 on her, and just the amount of shards that I can get for her is absolutely crazy, so not worth it at all. Another massive pack that I really regret spending anything on is the Hero XP pack. There's no reason to do it. I know the hero gain is really slow for XP. There's just no reason to do it. You'll get there. It's only a matter of time, especially with the drill camp. I mean, honestly, there's just nothing more. And these are the only 4 heroes that I even have going in here right now, which is great. But I really pushed a lot into Geronimo. He was almost at level 70. No, he was at level 79 at one point, I think. And then everyone was telling me to reset and push everyone to, I think, 66 or 67 at that point. And it raised all my other heroes, and I gained quite a bit of power. So, kind of moving on a little bit. Another massive waste of gems that I did was training with gems itself, and I really should not have done that. I should have just used speeds. Whoops. But yeah, so we live and we learn, and don't gem train. It's not like Rise of Kingdoms or Call of Dragons or Grand Cross. It's not worth it. Just getting speeds, using your gems for speed ups and everything, 100% worth it. Another thing I will say is in this game, it is definitely worth using gems to invest in VIP, and I kind of held on to my gems for a really long time. If I didn't really spend them on the training, I'd probably be at like 1.7, 1.8 million right now, and I just don't know what to use them for besides wheel. I don't really see any event or anything in here that's worth using them for. I know the VIP shop, I kind of max out everything. Um, Besides these guys, I don't really see the big idea for these currently. I can always just grab a couple. There's a couple wars here and there, but we have a pretty nice server going on. And then I also bought these out in the beginning, and obviously it's not worth it. These heroes don't do anything. They're kind of useless to me. They just add power at this point. I mean, unless you're really farming away as much as you want to, then I guess maybe it might be worth it, but at that point I'd imagine that you're not spending that much, so you might as well get the golds or wait for a wheel. Another massive thing I did do in the beginning, which I did end up resetting it, is I invested a lot of the what are they called? The whatever those are, the gear things into my Zenman. Such a waste. So yeah, so don't do that. Obviously, not worth it. Not gonna continue doing him. I am working on a full set of gold for Molly, a full set of gold for Geronimo, and then I'm also in the middle of working on getting a full gold set for Natalia. I don't know if investing in purple gear is not worth it, or if it is worth it. It does seem like gold gear is pretty easy to get. I don't know if I'm just super lucky, but I've had quite a few drops coming out. And so another thing that I've kind of figured out is, as long as you have one set for, you know, the main three heroes, so something like Geronimo, Natalia, and then Bahidi, then I mean you're looking pretty good. Obviously I do have some gear on Bahidi and some of the other heroes. It's just whatever at that point. So obviously that's kind of everything I did wrong with the hero portion. Another massive thing that I learned is that in the Explorer, it is very, very, very important to kind of switch around your heroes depending on how the enemy is positioned. That's a really big thing that I did not do right in the beginning, and it's kind of costed me quite a bit. And also, I know I'm going to lose this one. That's totally fine. Make sure your auto button's on after you get to a certain point, because your hero skills are actually going to automatically go, and you don't have to keep pushing them. I sat here for like 150, 200 expedition levels just without using any of my any of the hero skills. So obviously that's another really big thing I did wrong here. I think I kind of got everything figured out of what I did right and what I did wrong. I mean, our territory was a little bit messed up, but I mean, other than that, the alliance portion has been really good. I know for myself in particular, I do use my gems to contribute sometimes to these. Another big thing I did notice is when I'm joining rallies, you can auto join here, and if you have your formation set up properly, then you know it just really helps. Obviously, you can get free rewards and everything, which mine is currently off because we just finished the bear. I know some early game events, even for low spenders, or maybe free to play, might be able to get the 4 million mark, but I mean, the extra stat percentage is absolutely incredible. I kind of think that's everything I did wrong. I'd imagine someone else is gonna tell me if I did something else wrong. I know I wasn't really utilizing this mystery shop, which I know the big goal is to get the custom hero widget chests, which obviously if you look down on the bottom, I got a couple for 20% off, which isn't great, but it's not bad at the same time. So I definitely, oh hey look, I need to get some more of those. I definitely started utilizing that. In the beginning, I know that I wasn't always getting the hero gear chest, but I've completely switched over to only getting it. So I believe that's kind of everything that I was doing wrong at that point. Um, I don't think there's anything else. I think I've kind of done everything pretty decent after that. I mean, besides for some of the bigger mistakes I made. Yeah, I kind of think that's everything that you have to generally watch for that I've seen myself do at this point. I mean, if you're a new player, obviously there's going to be more tips and tricks, which I guess I can make videos on as well. But overall, I think that's kind of all the mistakes I've made. So, as always, if you enjoy this video, I love flaming myself later on, and I look back and I'm like, oh, that was kind of stupid to do. So, either way, it allows me to get a video out. So, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will catch you on the next one. Peace out.